It's Football Friday, and the best soundbite I've heard so far this morning was on the morning show with Boomer and Carter. They had Brian Billick on, and you know what he said? The Patriots think they can beat the Giants. The Giants know they can beat the Patriots.
1, 2. Check me out right here, yo. In the commission, you ask for permission to hit him. He don't like me, hit him while wifey was with him. You heard of us, the murderous, most shady. Been on the low lately, the feds hate me. Opposition, competition of the day in the life of the commission. Yeah.
Mic check, mic check. This is Mr. Batch of the BBC, the Big Blue Commission, the G-Men, the New York Football Giants. Yes, it's a Football Friday, and man, hopefully I got my votes in for the TTC Awards. I finally found the links for all the categories. Very entertaining. This group out here, I mean, it's some of the most entertaining stuff I've seen. At least got a vote off. Hopefully it got into the groups, to the necessary people out there. If not, I've subbed a couple people. I'm going to go back and sub the list, so when next year comes around, I'll be able to at least check it out and be a little bit more involved at an earlier point in the awards thing. All right, now Mr. Batch continues. It's Football Friday, and as I had opened up with that statement about that sound clip, that was very revealing. Now, Brian Billick was referring to what happened in the season. The Giants beat the Patriots, and before that, the Giants had beaten the Patriots in the Super Bowl. So the Giants know they can beat the Patriots. The Patriots think they can beat the Giants. From what little of the Patriot faithful that I have seen out there, and I'll be looking for several of them out there over the next few days, and I will be leaving my comments for you guys. How delusional can you folks be up there in the New England area thinking that the Super Bowl 42 win was a fluke? When forever in history, whenever you open up the history books, whenever you go online and check the history of the Super Bowl, and you'll see that one come up, and you'll see 18-1. That one loss was hung on you guys in the biggest game of all time in Super Bowl history. We have 15 members returning from that team. Kiwi, Matthias Kiwanuka, is going to especially enjoy this because, as I've read in the paper for Friday, that he's from the Indianapolis area. He had a fractured leg in the last contest and was unable to participate. He's one of the key reasons we have such a resurgence in our defense. We have gotten real healthy on that winning streak, starting with the Cowboy games to get to this point for the Super Bowl XLVI. Justin Tuck had made mention in one of the many interviews that it was just a blur. He only remembers, the sack and a couple of tackles. But other than that, remembering the whole flow of the game or what he did, he said he would have to sit there with you and go over it. Weatherford, the tossed away Jets punter. Take heed, my Jet fans, our fellow stablemates at the giant MetLife Stadium. Take heed. This is for you guys. Go, because let me say this. He finally made an appearance on the Mike Francesa show, and that was Rex Ryan. Rex Ryan said that he had drove by the stadium to see what a playoff game looks like at the stadium when the Giants played the Falcons. It kind of hurt him to see all that blue and stuff like that. It made him hungry. When he has that taste for that. And you know something? This is no knock on him. That is great motivation. That is motivation. You know, any way that you can get inspired and get motivation to get your team up, to get yourself ready to move forward, whatever it takes. Now on the flip side here with Tom Coughlin, he's been straight and arrow. He's been straight up with his men. He's had everybody. He's held people accountable. The players are accountable to each other. And we have a cohesive unit. Antro Roll, who does his weekly spot on the radio, has pissed off many a contestant leading up to this, and I hope he pisses off the New England Patriots to no end, because it was no fluke. This is a different contest. This is altogether different. If you listen to the coach, our coach says that this is different from the other game. And who would know better than the man who's in the trenches, who's in the locker room with those teams, with the teammates, with the team? Randy, Eli Manning, we have relied on him the entire year. Our ground game has not been what it has supposed to be. But against the Patriots, we're going to run all over you. We got a few things coming for you. We'll be able to handle your double tight end set. Think about it. Who was the originators of having more than one good tight end? The Giants. The Giants. Bavaro and Zeke Moab. Zeke Moab was a good tight end in his own right, but couldn't get in lineup because Bavaro was the starting guy. Don't you think we have a history of knowing such stuff like that? All of a sudden, the Patriots are this team that has, wow, they've got these two great tight ends. We've been doing it for a long time. And to get to this point, to the Super Bowl, I don't need to run off the list of the tight ends that we had went through to get to this point. Now, Hernandez, in my mind, I would handle like an H-back. He can line up in the slot, tight end, in the backfield as a wideout. Gronkowski, they'll move around. Cause matchup problems. All right, you want to cause matchup problems, but Brady, will you be able to stand the heat? If I'm correct, we only sacked you 2 times in our last contest. Beat you by 4. Stopped your streak. Stopped your home winning streak. Remember, when I said earlier, the soundbite from Brian Billick on the morning show, Boomer and Carter on WFAN here in New York, he said, once again, I'm going to reiterate it for the Patriot fans who don't get it. The Patriots think they can beat the Giants. The Giants know they can beat the Patriots. Now, with all this deja vu stuff going on, they even got it real so deja vu-ish. The Patriots are wearing blue and we wearing the white. That's good for us. Guess what? Once we hit him 1 or 2 times, he's going to start getting flashbacks and be like, no! There's an article in today's paper talking about how scared Brady gets. How he starts to flinch. Now, who are you going to trust? You're going to trust some commentator on the radio talking about, oh, the Giants? No, I'm going to trust a statement from a coach who was looking at the game film of the contest, of several contests of Brady, showing when he started flinching and ducking when there was nobody around there. Conversely, for Eli, dropped back 60-some-odd times in the NFC Championship game, got hit 20-some-odd times, got sacked 6 times, and one of them was an ugly one. Had the face mask the wrong way, shoulder pad out, but guess what? He got up and he didn't flinch. Now, we played against the number 1 defense in the league and came out with a win. A lot of people are saying, oh, the Patriots have a few people back in their defense, but you're still getting light up for 3 and change. Flacco was lighting you up. On the offensive side, we are going to have both phases going. Our running game is going to get into gear. You will not be able to handle our wideouts. Double team both wideouts, Manningham will get you. Tight ends, Ballard and Pascal. Play around if you want to. We got you. 21 years ago in the paper, it talks about how the Giants in the Rose Bowl against the Broncos had to go up against the Three Amigos. And who do we have? We came out on top. Our quarterback set a record. Completions, quarterback rating, and everything. I still think it stands to this day. If it doesn't, somebody most likely will leave a comment down below. Guaranteed. I know it. But for the Giant faithful, we're going to rock and roll. I'm going to say it again. We're going to beat Brady like a piñata. Slap him around. And on that note, this is Mr. Batch of the BBC. I'm out of here like I stole something. Peace.